I'm Jennifer Johnson and I raise sheep for their wool.
Welcome to Whispering Pines Shetland Sheep Farm in western New York State, home to our lovely flock of soft Shetland sheep. We breed and raise our sheep to produce soft, crimpy wool for hand spinners to enjoy. Thank you for liking this video and for subscribing to our channel.
It's time to change the coats on the sheep, mostly the lambs. So as the lambs grow, and they grow really rapidly in that first year, they outgrow the coats. I'm gonna be putting them in the handling system, running them through, and then just selecting out the lambs that need to get upgraded to bigger coats. I want them in bigger coats for a couple reasons. Number one is when they're too tight, the straps can kind of wear on their legs, and they can get sores or whatever. So obviously that's a big reason. The other reason is if the coat is too small and it's compressing the wool, it could damage the wool, maybe felt it, or just ruin the tips. So I'm going to be doing that. I'm going to do it myself today. I don't think it's going to be that hard. We'll see. That was kind of the point of getting the handling system, was so that it wasn't as stressful, difficult, physically taxing to work with the sheep and handle them. So it's early in the morning. I like to do anything like this early enough before they have eaten, so there's not a lot of poop and pee coming out while they're going through the system. And also they're already in the barn, so it's easy enough for me to isolate them and get them ready to go through the handling system. So let's get to work. Good morning. Hello. Were you sleeping? There you are. There's Mimi. Good morning. I'm gonna go turn off the fan. Oh, another little bestie. Hi, sweet sweetie. So the floor is really dirty today. I didn't make the time to clean the barn this week, so it's a little bit gross, so I'm kind of embarrassed about that, but it is what it is. All right, so I want to get everybody in the center of the barn, and then I'm going to set up the lane that gets them into the handling system. And then once I have them in the handling system, I have to create a lane for them to exit to get out onto pasture. So that's what we're doing, right, sweetheart? This is Brynhild's little lamb. Not so little anymore though, are ya? You're getting to be so big. There's also a couple ewes that their coats fell off this summer that just need to get coats put on them. So who is this? This is Local right here, this black ewe, and her coat is fitting her perfectly. You can see there's no britch wool coming out of the back, but then you look at this lamb, hopefully you can see her. Come here. Oh my girl. Oh my doo-doo. She's got britch wool sticking out of the back. So I think just by default, I am going to upgrade my lambs. Like here's another one that needs to get her coat. This is the smallest size coat I have, so she definitely needs a bigger one. You wagging your tail for me? Oh, you girls. What am I gonna do? I love you so much. Oh, I just love it. I just do. It's okay. It's okay. Now I am going to turn on the light over there and get the lane made so that it's easy for me to get them into the system.
Here I am opening the north-facing door from the barn, which I need to do because I store the panels outside, so I have to go out and get them and bring them in. That horizontal panel that I'm just moving right now, the purpose that serves is it prevents the lambs from getting their feet caught underneath the doors because we don't have tracks on the bottom to keep the doors in place. So it just eliminates the risk of the lambs getting their little feet caught in there.
Sound, huh? Yeah, normally it's a lot cleaner in here. This is really gross, but I'm just gonna let it go. Okay, so what I've got down here is, I think it's called Barn Dry. It's a desiccant, and you put that down, and when they pee, it's not all slip sliding and stuff. It absorbs it. So I've run them through with this desiccant down, I think 4 times, and it's still working. So that's why it's kind of all, I've tried to sweep it all into the area where I crowd them. So I just want to say that because I wasn't really sure what to use at first, so I did a lot of research on that, and this is working out really well. I bought 2 different types, and this is the first type I bought. I don't remember what it's called, but I got it at Tractor Supply.
Sheep are watching me work here, and I love how they all go still and quiet when they know something is up.
So I want to set this up. First of all, it's got to go inside the post there so that I can close it when I get them in. I learned that one the hard way. And then I'll open up the large gate, and it will just route them directly into where the crowding area is. That's the plan.
I used a lightweight snow shovel to scrape up loose poo from the floor, and doing it right here where it collects at the door, I just don't want them to be tracking it into the section of the barn where the handling system is.
I need to clean the barn.
That big black thing over there in the corner is my new wood chipper. I've been using that as I clear land for some new projects, which will be featured in future videos. I was really happy to discover I could use the blue Sidel panels I already had with the new Lakeland handling system, which is all the parts that have the green paint. The pins and the slots line up really nicely.
So I built this addition a couple of years ago with the thought of having more livestock space so we could increase the size of the flock. And then we realized that we were kind of maxed out for our age and our stamina at 55 ewes. So what we did instead was we put the handling system in here, and it's in here permanently. So even if I just need to do, like, take a look at 6 ewes, I'll put the whole flock through to give them the practice. And it's just easier and safer. So it takes a little time to prepare to get this, the lanes, temporary lanes set up. But once that's done, it's really a lot better. Okay, I think I'm ready to send them through. I'm gonna do a quick inventory of my quotes and get those set up. Jar. This man door is really great. Let me just take you through some of the parts of the system, actually. So this is a, I don't know what you call it. It's technically a chute, but I'm using it to create my area where their holding area. Here's the man door, and all these things are assembled with these pins. All of them have the little holes in them, so you can just kind of customize it how you need it. Man door, though, highly recommend if you're contemplating a handling system. And then this is the crowding tub, and it has this movable gate here, and I'll show you how that works during the video. Open this door because when the girls come through here, boys in the wagon, when the girls come through here, the dust gets kicked up pretty bad, so that helps with that. This piece here, this is to just make them have a more even flow, so they tend to like to work curves versus straight lines. This is called the guillotine gate, kind of a cool name, but it's just one method to block them from this actual chute here, which they run through. When I'm using the scale, this is what I have, so I will push the scale through. This is the meter. It's battery powered, but I do also charge it. So if I have to weigh them, this is where I'll do that. So this chute is here, and you can, there's these options down here where I could actually tilt this in if I needed to, but it's not really how I do it. I can cram like 8 ewes in this chute here, and it works fine. This is just called a box. So it has a gate. You do the open and close, and then you can lock it there. I'll show you that one more time. Open. Close. And this box I can open from either side, which is handy. This is where I'll be opening this door, changing their coat. And then the tilt, this is called the tilt table, which also has a gate to it to get in there. And this is where, I'm not going to be using this today, but I can squeeze them in, tilt it so that I can do their feet. Usually that's what I use it for most of the time. And then this will be their exit. So when they are all in here, I will then create the exit lane to get them out once they're done being handled. That door, I'm going to have to shut that because many times, no matter what I do, they get out and they'll be walking around. So I got to make sure that those 2 doors are shut. All right, here's the coats in these bins, pretty well labeled. So these are the smallest ones. These are the blue ones that we use. And I'm not going to be using them today, obviously. I'll be taking blue ones off of the sheet, but not putting blue ones on. Gold. Let's see what we have. Okay, so gold is the next size up. So I've got some ewes in blue coats today. They might go into gold. Here's my color thing. I've shown you guys this before, but blue is the smallest, then it's gold. They're all color coded. Then it's silver. And he made, the manufacturer of these, made them so that these black things on the side, it's black blue actually when you look at the code, or black gold. And that's just because he added sizes on the bottom for Shetlands because our lambs are so small. So then it'll be gold, silver, and orange. Those will mostly be the colors I'm going to be upgrading to. Oh my gosh, and I have new coats here I never organized. So I bought a bunch of oranges, which that's my most common size. White is another common size. Okay, let's just get them in there. So these are orange. I think I also ordered a bunch of white. White is the next size up from orange, yes I did. And when I was talking about the use that coats came off, it was mostly because I didn't have the right sizes, and so they fell off. They were too big. Orange, 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 orange. And then these I think are all white. Yes. And then I have a nice box for shipping. I have 3 orders today I got to ship too, on top of everything else. All right. So there's gold, there's silver, orange, and white. And those are the main colors. And what I'm going to do, I think, is move this over closer to the box because I'm doing it by myself today. I'm going to be wearing a mask, at least at the beginning, because when they come in, it really kicks up a dust storm. So, all right, I think I'm ready. So that's closed, so they can't get in. I like how that all is. I need to close, well, let me go in there. This is the other thing too, once you get everything sealed up, you gotta have a way to get in there. And the whole point of this is to make it easy and safe for me, so I'm not climbing over gates and risking breaking my ankle or something. All right, you guys, what do you think? You think you're ready? I'm just gonna go shut the gate, or the barn door. Come on.
My method for crowding them through that lane and into the handling system still needs a little bit of work. These panels that I am breaking down and using to crowd them into the south section of the barn where the handling system is, those are the same panels that I'm going to be using to create the exit lane that will guide them out of the handling system and onto the pasture. I can't get over how quiet they are. They're not bleeding or anything, making a sound.
Okay, I got them in there, miraculously. Now I'm gonna make the lane so that they can go out. Okay. Okay, so that's done.
So now that they're safely contained, I enter the holding area through that man door and proceed to load a batch of ewes into the crowding tub using that rolling gate. The first batch is a little bit tricky because there are so many ewes crowded into the holding area, but once I load up the chute and the boxes with sheep, there's a lot more room. Now what I do is open the guillotine gate, and they know to run through it with the goal of exiting the system and heading out to pasture.
That gives you a little more space now. There we go. You got your head caught in there. All right. Get out.
So now they're all loaded up, and now I begin the process of inspecting each ewe to make sure her coat doesn't have any rips or tears and that it's fitting her correctly. And if she passes inspection, she will just go right through out of the system, through the exit lane and onto pasture.
You can do it.
Whoops. Little Aida didn't get inspected yet, so I shove her back, but she looks okay. This is Lucia, and she certainly needs a new coat, so she'll be the first one to get
She needs a bigger coat.
get an upgrade. So I lock her in the box, and I've grabbed the next size up coat already. I open up the side of the box, and here's how I'm able to access her to remove the coat and to put the other coat on.
All right, so this one, she doesn't even have a coat. I think it fell off. She's a lamb from last year, one of my AIs, but she's enormous. So I'm gonna try orange, and then I might need to upgrade it. Yeah, I think you need a bigger one. I think we need to go up a size for you, big girl.
Sizing is based on body length, and each size gives us an additional 2 inches of length.
Okay. Let's go.
Here I am just checking to make sure that the back of the coat is covering her bridge and that it's not too tight. Sometimes the coats shift just when the sheep move and it can be misleading, but that coat looks good. Okay, you guys are good. Here I am locking that swivel gate by pulling out the pole on the top, and it gets caught on those vertical supports on the top of the tub. It's a really cool feature, nice design. I have the guillotine gate tied so that it doesn't crash down on the floor. Sometimes it'll rest on the back of the ewe, but once she gets into the chute or back in the tub, the gate will slide back into place. All right, Paulina, you look great. Need a bigger cup. Yeah, here you can see where I have the gate tied to the cleat. That just prevents the door from crashing down and making a really loud, startling noise. You're going the wrong way. So here's somebody, she just does not want to go through that chute, and she's causing a traffic jam. Good, 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 good. All right, let's go. So here they are in the crowding tub, waiting for their turn. Can you see which ones need an upgrade? And here's where you can see that latching system with the swivel gate. You just pull the pole out and it pushes against that vertical upright. So while it's very possible to run them through as a solo operator, it's a lot nicer to have help. My sister Connie and my husband Rich arrived to help me finish the job.
How often does this go on? The changing of the coats?
Oh, not that often. What do you think? You want a bigger coat on? Oh, she's Let's go. Push her from behind. Come on, Yuki. All right, so this one I'm gonna adjust your pretzel thing we got going on here. She's getting her coat changed.
Does this seem like I'm handling her a little roughly? Having done this hundreds of times, I've learned that speed is of the essence. The faster it's done, the quicker she can be out of the system and back to her normal routine. I'm also thinking about all the sheep that are behind her in line who are keen to be out on the pasture with their flock. Another point I want to make is she's not used to the system. The older, more mature ewes take this in stride and it doesn't stress. When I move them by grabbing their neck and bending the neck, I'm guiding her to go in the direction I want so she can move on her own as opposed to me dragging her into the correct position.
Like once, maybe twice a year. So this is Brynhild's ewe lamb. Pretty nice dark gray. Just what I like.
I've observed that the lambs that are friendlier tend to be more high-spirited when I'm handling. So the ewe I'm handling right now, this is her earlier in the day. looking for affection. I think there's some sort of a correlation between friendliness and resistance to being handled or being controlled or something.
Mabel's ewe lamb. So these lambs were born in April, May. I'm not going to have really long staple, but nice crimp.
So 2 ewes in the chute right now, their coats fell off over the summer because they were too big, I think. And yes, that's Saren with the white patch on her head that's butting the other ewes in the chute.
I don't know who this lamb is. 1527. I'm thinking it might be Hermione's lamb, but I'm not sure. Nice. Very good. Are you ready to go? Come in?
This one need one?
Yeah, which fell off. I would go white. So this is, I don't know her name, 1497. Really super fine and just beautiful. You're just beautiful. Understand how beautiful you are. Maybe always inside.
So here you can see my adult ewes. They just know the drill. They do better at the time of coat changing than the lambs do.
Doesn't matter what side you put it on.
Well, it's easy to tell them when it's time to change them what color they have on.
If you need it a little smaller, I turn it inside out. It's a little bit smaller.
I like it. Do you like it? And this is Tatiana, who is leaving next week, so I'm not going to put a coat on her.
Can I put a coat on this one?
She's leaving next week, so she doesn't need a coat. Hero, she's good. This little Squirtle needs a new coat. He's in the blue right now. Aren't ya? Let's see you. Let's see you. This is 1528. I think she's out of Lucia. Really lustrous. Oh my goodness. Yeah, that's a nice one. I like that. going? This is Tobia. I'm gonna put her in a white. Tobia. She's a Morit and an adult, and I ran out of white coats when we did this beginning of the year. Tobia gives us beautiful lambs. And she was sheared this year, so she's got a little bit of stuff. If I had to root her, that wouldn't be on there. You're set to go. Uh-oh. Coat.
You might want to.
Well, the thing is, we're gonna have to do it sooner. Somebody said mother. The one we halter trained. You miss your mom, huh? Oh, there we go. All right, let's go. Come on. Come on, come on. Flower, you're not special. Come on. Let's go, sweetheart. There you go. There's our girls. Who's this one? 1526. So she's probably out of Tobia, but I can't say for sure. Ooh. So that's a nice, this is very much what we're breeding for. A real fine crimp, not as bold. Very pretty. And like I said, I'm pretty sure she's out of Tobia. Did I say the ear tag?
Yeah.
1526. Tobia gives great. Really good. Oh, wrong way, baby. Here. Mommy's over here. That way. All right. You're great. There we go. This is Tatiana's lamb. It's okay. I got you. I got you. So she's a fun cat mugget. Aren't ya? Can we see what you got going on here?
Pretty face.
She does have a pretty little face. Isn't that nice? We got you. What's happening? What's happening? Amelia.
Both of them?
Yep. She's moving on.
Good?
What do you think?
Not too tight.
No, I think it's fine. Let's go, baby. All right, time to load her up again. We gotta go.
I can stand on this, right?
Yeah, we gotta go. Two fattest Jews in the flock right now.
Southern Comedy Show.
I know. Spread out. Let's go. Come on.
But you can go through, right?
Oop, you got a half of a lamb in there.
You're not gonna move back up. It'll just sit. You want to look at Octavia's feet?
For her. Her coat's good? Her coat's torn in the bottom.
So we did decide to trim Ophavia's feet. For some reason, her feet they grow really fast, and we end up having to do them almost monthly.
She's in a white. So Octavia, we gotta do her feet. Her feet are notoriously bad. We gotta redo it. And then we got a big rip here, so we're taking this coat and changing it.
The same size, though, you want.
Yeah,
What is it?
white. I got it here.
Oh.
Turn around for me. Pretty. Ophavia is Harry's mother, and Harry's the white ram that we've used. Real heavy in breeding. I shear her. That looks actually pretty good. She's a shearing ewe, so she doesn't root that nicely. Pretty bold, actually, but she's a good lamb. So I'm gonna put her in the tilt table. This is the only ewe we're gonna do that with, just because of her feet.
I just hold her still while you examine them.
Yeah.
Probably two. Come on, ma'am. Let's go. You gotta go in there. It's never nice for her. Her feet are so bad that she has a terrible time. And she's not lightweight, so I can't just do it with my arm. Let's go. Come on.
You have to.
Oh, you're hooked over there.
And tied over here. We just did these.
It's not what you think. I don't know how much more to take off this one. I'm already right there.
You're in my leg.
Me? No, I still have more to do.
Alright, this one's not so bad. It's just, she's not up high enough or something.
When we originally sourced this tilt table, I was concerned about the Shetlands being too small to stay in there. But Lakeland offers these pads you can install for smaller sheep, and it works out really well. It's just really important that they're nicely squeezed in there because I do not want them sliding out of the top.
It smells really gross in there too.
Yeah, well,
Because it's stuff captured in there. So you can go too far, and that's cutting it to the quick, and it'll bleed.
yeah.
Like just
Same
like
with
your.
And can you see from outside where to stop?
There's a little pad here, and so you just want it to be a little bit over the pad. You don't think you can do any more on this one, huh?
Yeah, well. I don't think I can do any more on this one. Really down to the white there.
Yeah. You just got to keep at it. But man. See right there, that's the quick. They can't go any further than that. You see how it's kind of gray?
Mm-hmm.
That's it. It's all right. We got you. We got you. Okay, feel better?
Looked like she wanted to go back in.
No. Sweetheart. Okay. What are you guys doing? Come on. Let's go. I'm gonna put her in an orange, I think. That looks too small. Salva.
Oh, I see, because the wool's coming up at the
Yeah,
back end. That's
yeah.
how you tell. Okay.
She had a ram lamb this year. And her feet are kind of bad too, but doesn't seem to be having a hard time. What do you got here? Not a lot. Not a lot. Okay. Good girl. Somebody's got to rip one. I think she's got to rip one. Those two can go. What's your leg strap? Is it you? Nope, you're good. Go ahead. You're all right. That's not how you do it. Yeah, this orange, yeah. Here's another AI. Pretty face. Look at this a beauty. 1446. Her coat got ripped, the strap ripped off. Okay, here. Let's see what you got. I said her ear tag already,
Nope.
right? Ooh, nice. This is an AI 2-year-old. AI means artificially inseminated. So we brought in the semen from the UK, from a ram there, and used a procedure laparoscopically, and there's a video about it. I got a whole playlist actually on doing the AI process.
It's small, isn't it?
Yeah, let's put her in a white. You gotta do it all over again. Can you believe it? Can you believe it? Is that nicer? Okay. So they don't do that running through automatically. That was the result of a lot of training. And having them do it a lot of times. And doing it when they're hungry so that they have motivation to get out and eat.
She's good?
Yep. That's that one you like, right? With the really cool. This is Adriana. Oh, your cute face. See if we can get her to push her. You want to help her out? Do her a solid? Gotta go. Huh? Yeah. And then this lands. There you go. There we go. This is the one we halter trained. See how the straps are up against her leg? That's not good. Right? I thought I was done with all this stuff.
What color is she?
She's up from a blue. Well, she might even be.
She's blue now?
She's blue now, yeah. It's really tight. Oh, yeah. So she's out of Tatiana. Oh my gosh. Ooh, that's one of my favorite ones. There we go.
Is too small?
We'll see. Nope, I think it's perfect. That's a wrap. So now all the coats have been upgraded on the lambs.